Hello, my name is Shannon. Thank you for joining me today to practice. In today's class, we will ground down and rise up, leaving us feeling energized and ready for our day. No props are required. So we're going to start laying on our backs. You can lay down in Savasana with your legs straight and your toes pointing out with your palms facing up. Or if you'd like, you can bring your feet together in this reclined butterfly pose with your hands resting on your thighs. We'll take a moment here to really feel ourselves supported by the earth, nice and grounded. And let's take 3 deep cleansing breaths. So inhaling deeply through our nose, and let's sigh it out. Letting our breath return to normal, we'll take a moment to give ourselves gratitude for showing up today to practice. And maybe think of a word or a statement as your mantra for the day. Now let's gently raise our knees up, bringing our feet wide on the mat. And we'll start with a few windshield wipers, letting our knees fall right and left, feeling a gentle massage on our bottom. And then we'll bring our feet in a little bit as we place our right leg on our left thigh, bringing our legs up just about halfway. Let's do a few circles with our feet. And circles the other way. And then we'll gently pull our legs in as we tuck our chin, pressing our tailbone down so we're flattening our back, relaxing our face and our jaw, feeling this stretch in our right glute area, right hip. And release. Let's switch sides. Again, just bringing our legs up about halfway to move our feet around a little bit and switch directions. And then we'll gently pull our legs in, tucking our chin, pressing our tailbone down, relaxing our face. And release. Let's place our feet flat so our fingers can just graze our heels. We're going to do a few bridges here. Inhaling as we lift our bottom up, exhaling as we come down, following your breath, maybe inhaling and exhaling through your nose if it's available. The next time your pelvis comes up, let's pause. Maybe bring your knees together and possibly lift your toes up. Breathing here, should have no pain. And release. Let's grab our knees, giving ourselves a little hug. You can turn on your side to sit up into an easy seated pose, or if you'd like, you can grab behind your thighs and do a few rolls, massaging your spine to come all the way up into a seated pose. So let's inhale our arms up, grabbing our elbows, and do a few side bends right and left. You can shut your eyes. Next time we come right, let's pause, really reaching that left elbow up. Maybe pulling it back slightly, grounding down your left sit bone, pulling in your belly. Inhale up, exhale to the left. Relaxing your face. And release. Let's pull our elbows back slightly, tucking our chin, feeling the stretch in the back of our neck. Again, pulling in our belly. Feel like you're reaching up out of your waist. And then we're going to round our back, bringing our elbows forward as we come back into a seated cat pose. And then inhale up, looking up to cow. We'll do this a few times, following your breath, holding our elbows. And the next time you come up, pause. And we'll release our elbows, dropping our left hand behind us as we reach our right arm over, bending our left elbow, looking down, feeling this gentle twist. And we'll inhale up, exhaling to the other side. Right arm is behind us, looking down, relaxing our neck as we reach our left fingers away. And release. Let's open up our legs. We're going to go into a gentle forward fold. So keeping your hands on the mat, we're going to come forward, bending our elbows, dropping our head, stopping anywhere that feels right. Taking a few breaths, breathing into your inner thighs. Maybe you feel it behind your knees. Don't need to go too far. We're just starting. And then slowly release, walking our hands back up. We're going to place our feet together about a hand's length distance from our groin and start bouncing our knees a little bit in this butterfly as we raise our arms overhead, opening and closing our hands. You can shut your eyes and pull in your belly. This is good for our brain to do these different movements. It may feel a little bit awkward, but that's okay. Just a few more. And release. We're going to go into a tabletop pose with our hands under our shoulders, knees under our hips. We're going to do a few one-legged cat-cows. So we'll start with our left leg, inhaling as we look up, lifting our leg up. Exhaling as we round, pulling our knee towards our nose. Do this a few times, nice and slowly. Following your breath, pulling in your belly as your knee comes forward. And this last time, let's pause with our leg up, looking up. And then we'll slowly place our foot on the outside of our left hand. You can walk your right knee back a little if you'd like. Let's move a little bit right and left. You can keep your hands on the mat. Or if you'd like, you can come down to your forearms. Should have no pain anywhere, ever. And then we'll pause, letting our left knee fall out. Inside of the foot is coming up. We'll breathe here, feeling this nice stretch in our leg muscles. And release. Let's bring our knee back up, coming back on our hands. We're going to keep our right hand planted as we inhale our left arm up and around, doing 3 circles here. You can have a little bend in your right elbow. And the next time your left hand comes back, let's pause, looking back. Maybe you see your left thumb. And release. We're going to heel toe our left foot to the right, dropping our knee down into a pigeon pose. You can have as much bend as you'd like in your knee. Let's walk our hands to the left and get a little bit of a twist, pressing the base of our left hand into the mat as we look back. And then we'll slowly come back to the middle of the mat, pressing our fingertips down as we inhale, looking up. And then we'll exhale, rounding down. You can stack your forearms, making a pillow for your forehead, or you can place your forehead all the way down on the mat,
We're going to take 5 breaths here. If you feel like your right hip is coming up, you can gently push your left elbow into the mat, but really relax your legs. And then we'll slowly release. We're going to come back into tabletop, moving our hips a little bit right and left, and then we will do that on the other side. So keeping our right knee bent, let's inhale, looking up, lifting our leg. Exhale, rounding, pulling our knee towards our nose. Next time your leg comes up, pause, maybe flexing your foot, looking up. And then we'll slowly bring that foot to the outside of our right hand. Again, you can walk your left knee back if you'd like. Let's move a little bit right and left. You can stay up on your palms, or if you'd like, you can come down to your forearms. And then we'll pause, letting our right knee fall out with the inside of our foot coming up. Relaxing our face, enjoying this deep stretch. This is called winged dragon in yin. Now we'll slowly come back up, placing our foot flat, planting our left arm so we can do the circles with our right. You can have a bend in your elbow, keeping it nice and fluid. And the next time your arm comes back, let's pause, reaching our fingers back. Feel like you're pulling your legs together so you could almost lift your left hand off the mat. And release. Let's heel toe that foot to the left so we can drop our knee down and walk our hands to the right, getting that gentle twist with a bend in our elbows, looking back, pressing the base of our right hand into the mat. And then we'll walk back to center, pressing our fingertips into the mat as we inhale, looking up. And exhale, slowly coming down for our pigeon pose. 5 breaths. This time, if you'd like, you can gently press your right elbow into the mat to feel that nice stretch in your right piriformis glute area. Now we'll slowly push our way up. We're going to come back, tucking our toes. We're going to try a little balance here where we're lifting our knees up. So feel this balance pulling in your belly. We're going to bring our left hand to the outside of our right thigh, reaching our right arm up, side bending to the left. Maybe you bring your bottom up a little, pressing your knees together and breathing. And then we'll slowly bring that right hand down to the left thigh, bringing the left arm up and over into a side bend. Once again, maybe lifting your bottom a little, pressing your knees together, feeling this expansion and this balance. And release. Let's place our fingers on the mat, lifting our bottom, bending one knee at a time, letting our head hang heavy. And then we're going to place our left foot on the outside of our right leg, reaching our right arm up. You can keep your left fingers on the mat, or if you'd like, you can grab for the inside of your left thigh, gently pushing, your left calf, gently pushing on your leg as you reach that right arm up. And release. We're going to switch sides. So bend your knees a few times before you place your right foot on the outside of your left leg. Right fingers on the mat as you reach the left arm up. Once again, you can keep your fingers on the mat, or you can slowly bring your hand to the inside of your right calf, gently pushing on your leg as you reach your arm up, pulling in your belly. And slowly release. Let's unwind our legs, bringing them about shoulder length distance apart, and with a bend in our knees, we're going to roll all the way up, reaching our arms up, looking back, and hands at heart center. Now let's find our balance here. We're going to go into warrior 3. You can do any hand variation you'd like. I'm going to keep my hands at heart center. We're going to step forward with our left leg, getting our balance, looking at one point in front of us as we lift our right leg up, keeping our hips parallel to the floor so your right hip isn't going up. And then we'll slowly step back into a warrior 2, bending our front leg, reaching our arms apart, looking over our left middle finger and breathing. Now we'll flip our front hand up, coming back into exalted warrior as we lift our left heel up off the mat. And then keeping our arms where they are, we're going to drop our left heel, straighten our leg, and then bend our knee, lifting our left heel. So we're going to go back and forth a few times. You can shut your eyes if you want to try your balance here. The next time you bend your knees and your heel comes up, let's pause and breathe. And then we'll straighten our leg, bringing our arms to parallel. We're going to lean forward to come down into triangle pose. So right arm is up, left hand can be on the mat or on the front of your shin. You can look up or down. Now let's sweep that right arm down. We're going to come into a forward fold. Toes are in, heels are out. Let's let our body hang heavy. Then we'll walk our left hand to the right, placing our fingers facing our foot so we can reach our right arm up and over, opening our hand up to the sky, looking down at our left hand. Let's engage our thighs, maybe lift your toes up, getting this nice twist in our thoracic spine. And then slowly release. We'll walk to the left, fingers facing our foot, inhaling that left arm up, opening up, looking down at your right hand as you squeeze your belly in, lifting your toes, relaxing your face. And release. Let's walk back to center. We're going to step our right foot towards our left so we can roll all the way up, arms up, and then hands to heart center. Now let's turn to the right so we can go into that warrior 3 on this side. We're going to step forward with the right foot this time, getting our balance. Again, you can use any hand placement you'd like, lifting our left leg up. You can have a bend in your right knee, breathing. If you fall out, it's okay, just get back in. We're just practicing here. Now we'll slowly drop that left leg down as we come into warrior 2. So your right heel is in line with the arch of your left foot, reaching your arms apart, looking over your right middle finger, and breathing. And then we'll flip that hand up as we come back into exalted warrior, lifting up our front heel, sinking down a little bit, and keeping our arms where they are, Let's drop the heel, straightening our front leg, and then we'll come back down, up and down a few times. Once again, you can shut your eyes. You want to test your balance here. And the next time you come down, let's pause and breathe, reaching our fingers away. And then we'll slowly straighten that front leg, bringing our arms to parallel so we can lean forward and come down into triangle. Reaching that left arm up. Feel the engagement in your legs, pulling in your belly. And slowly release. We're going to walk our hands forward so we can heel toe our feet together and come down on our bottom, laying all the way down. Feet are wide. We'll do a few windshield wipers back and forth. Now we'll bend our knees enough so our fingers can touch our heels. We're going to lift our bottom up into a bridge. This time, if you'd like, you can clasp your fingers together, walking your shoulder blades together, tucking your chin, and maybe you want to lift your heels up and breathe. And slowly release. Let's release our hands out, placing our right foot on our left thigh so we can do a one-legged bridge, pressing our foot down, lifting our pelvis, pressing your right knee down, and breathing. And then slowly release. Let's grab our legs, gently pulling them towards our chest, tucking our chin. And then we'll switch sides. Left foot on the right thigh. We're going to do that one-legged bridge, so hands are on the mat. Gently press your left knee away as you press into your foot, lifting your body up, tucking your chin. And then slowly release. Let's pull our legs towards our chest, pressing our tailbone down, getting this nice final stretch. And release. Let's grab the inside of our feet and do a little bit of a happy baby before we go into Savasana for just about a minute or so. And we will end our practice. Let's pull our feet down, pressing our heels up. And then slowly release. Let's take up some space on our mat, toes falling out, palms facing up. Let's give ourselves this time to completely relax our body and our mind to integrate our practice.
Now slowly start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Let's bend our knees and roll on our side. Taking a breath here. And then push our way up to an easy seated pose. Placing our hands at heart center, bowing our heads, giving ourselves a little more gratitude for showing up today to practice. The light in me honors the light in you, and together here now and always, we are one. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give a little like if you enjoyed the practice, and I hope to practice with you again soon.